Hello there, crafty friends. It's Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al YouTube channel, and today I am back to answer some questions that I have gotten since I shared my state shaker cards on Thursday. So if you had questions on this, or you just want to find out what others asked and what my answers were, I hope you'll stick around and find out. So Thursday on my channel, I shared my first video in my Throwback Thursday series, and I shared that a couple years ago I had created this shaker card using my state cutout, Nebraska, to create just quick and easy note cards. Well, in Thursday's video, it was actually part of a giveaway that I had announced on my channel last week. I created a set on camera and then announced 3 winners of the state card sets. As a side note, only 2 winners have answered me, so if you entered the giveaway and you recognize one of these states and favorite colors, I hope you'll go watch the announcement video. I will have that linked below in the description box. Since this went live, I've had a lot of interest and a lot of questions, and I thought that I would just come on and kind of answer them for you and help you out in case you want to try to make these on your own. So one of the questions I got was about my sentiment that goes on the tag. There are probably some stamp sets out there that have similar things where you could have the beginning of the sentiment and then they might have a stamp for each state. I think Paper Tray Ink had one of those, so if I find it, I will link that below for you. I don't have any affiliation with them, but I will also be sharing some other products in a little bit that they carry, so maybe you could order it all at once. While I was over getting the links for the dies, I did find that Paper Tray Ink has a stamp set that might work for you. I have linked it below, but here is a little look at the sets I think you might be interested in. The first stamp set is called These United States. Currently it is on sale. It's regularly $15 and now it's $12.75, but this has some great sentiments that would go with cards using different state die cuts, and it also has the greetings from and with love from beginners. I will make sure to link this stamp set below if you want to go check it out. The second stamp set you might want to look at is the State Abbreviations Mini Stamp Set. Now it will be a little bit different than my cards. Nebraska wouldn't be spelled out, it would just be the standard abbreviation NE, but it does have all 50 states including USA, and the good news is it's regularly $5 and right now it is on sale for $1. I will also link this stamp set in the description box below. But for me, I did create this on my computer. I actually used InDesign just so I could have a little bit more exact spacing, but you could just do this in Word or Works, or if you use an online editor, you know, like Google Docs, just type out the sentiments you want, and then you could print them out on your printer, test them, and then you can see whether you need to make your font smaller or larger so it would fit in whatever die you choose to use. For mine, I just use a standard sans serif font for like the greetings from. And then for Florida, or the name of the state, I used a font that is called MA Sexy. Yeah, I didn't name it, but I believe that was a free font from dafont.com. So I will again try to link that below for you if you want to go check it out. Again, here is a look at the font I was mentioning, but if you do go to this site, they have lots of free fonts that you can download for personal use, so you might actually choose to use a different one. Again, you can just play with this until you get something that would fit in a die you have. Because even if you don't have this exact die that I use for my sentiment, you could use anything or even cut them out yourself by hand and do fishtails in them. One of the questions I've gotten the most often is, where can I buy a die for my state? Unfortunately, Quick Cuts, of course, you know, is no longer a business. I think they got absorbed by American Crafts, but I could be wrong. But these, even when I bought them, they were already not in production anymore. I found mine on either eBay or Etsy originally when I bought the biggest chunk, and then here just last week I was able to find 4 more states to help finish my collection on Etsy, and they weren't too badly priced. I think I got 4 of them shipped to me for $10. So if you don't have access to the die for your state, there are a couple of things that you can do. First of all, earlier I mentioned paper tray ink. Years ago they came out with a United States set, and that had, you know, a map of the US, and then it also had smaller sets that you could buy with state die cuts. Now, like I mentioned before, they might also have a stamp set that you could create something like the sentiment with, so I'll link that below again if I can find it. I looked at these dies just as recently as when I'm filming this video, and they are all on sale over there. So if you want to make some cards like this for yourself, I highly suggest you get over there. Again, I am in no way affiliated with them. I just know that they make a good product and that they have a lot of different states, and hey, they're on sale. So like this set, their states come anywhere from 1 state to I think 3 states in a bundle. And they were regularly around $4, and like this set of 3, which is Nebraska, Kansas, and Missouri, right now it's on sale for $3.24, and you get all 3 dies. Now, before I continue, here is a look at the page that came up when I searched for state over at the Paper Tray Ink website. I will link that search below. I hope you can just click on it and find these same results, but you'll see that a lot of the states pop up in little chunks together, and these would really work perfectly. Here's a picture at the set that I showed on screen, and again, look, it's on sale. Now it is going to be a little bit different than the die cut I had. They are a little bit smaller. So if I put the, oops, wrong state. If I put these 2 together, you'll see the size difference. But honestly, this would make just as good of a shaker. You might not be able to use as many shaker bits in there or sequins, or have to use the smaller ones, but it's still going to be cute. I'll kind of put that on there and you can see the difference. So there's the difference in size. But if you want to go check those out, I will link at least one of the states in the description box below, and then usually below that it shows, oh, you might also like this product, and it shows other states. But you could also just search by your state name, I think, on there to check those out. So that is another thing. You could buy the dies from Paper Tray Ink. Lastly, if you don't want to buy the dies, or you don't have a die cutting machine that will do these, but you do have an electronic cutter, here is an option for you. You can find free fonts online, and they're called dingbat fonts. And instead of being like, if you click the letter A and it being a letter A, it's actually a shape. You know, so you might click the A and get the shape of Alaska. Well, you could import that or bring that into your electronic cutter software and find the letter that coordinates with your state, and then set up a file so it would cut the shape in your cardstock where you need it. A little bit more involved, but hey, the font is free. I did find one online at Font Squirrel. It is called State Face. I will link it in the description box below. You know, with this you'll want to read the licensing, but usually if you're not selling anything, you can download the font and use it for free. And also, as with anything that you download off the internet, it's kind of at your own risk. So you can go check that out if you would like to recreate these. If you had questions about these sets that I did not answer in today's video, make sure to leave those below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Until my next video, I hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye.